Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon from wherever you are watching this, guys. I stood 10 toes down post sickness, and this is brought to you by my lower split. Now, originally, I had planned during this 6 week cycle to do an upper, lower, chest, back, arms, shoulders, legs, but I got sick for like 2.5 weeks. I still trained as best as I could, but I could not create footage. So now that I'm back on my split, I decided to go ahead and shoot this for you guys. So this is going to be Tuesday's lower split. Basically, I'm trying to get everything going per muscle group encompassed, and I actually feel it really good on my solos on this specific motion. So with that being said, we have calf press starting off. The reason why I do calves first not only because it's a lagging body part for me, but because I'll have the most muscle unit recruitment available and glycogen storage. And I won't be so fatigued or with someone like me with ADHD, I just won't be kind of tapped out because of how much fucking movement's going on. So it's 3 sets, about 16 reps, and yeah, so that's about it. I want to get to maybe doing 2 sets of those or 3 movements of those, 2 of the movements maybe, but it just depends because with the lower split, because I'm doing so much and I'm trying to throw in abs or forearms one day, it may or may not happen. The next portion we go on to would be the most neuromuscularly stimulating one, which would be Smith machine squat. Now this may change. I had squats at first, but I was having a lot of issues with like knee pain, lower back pain. Even doing this right here, I was having a lot of lower back pain. So I kept it to 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. And I made sure, as you can tell, it's very heel elevated. So it's quadricep stimulation dominant. I don't want to stimulate anything else but my quads. So that's why we may switch it out for something if it feels pretty good. But I had a little bit of knee issues with this on this RDL set. My lower back was fried, but I'm a big boy, so I'll live. Going into our third movement, which would be a compound lift from the Smith machine. It will be 3 sets of 8 with RDL. This is actually PR that you're looking at. Before, I did 2 sets of 8 with 225, and I wanted to go ahead and take this last set of 8 with 315. I think going into my week 6, 7, and 8, I will probably end up maybe doing 12 reps on things now instead of 16 because it'll not only be more motor unit recruitment, but it'll be more stimulation in terms of how I'm driving. So, like I said, the 2 sets of 6 to 225, and then I finished out with my last set of 8, or 2 sets 8, and then last set of 8 with 315. I may go up on those because I thought I'm not really pushing myself, but we'll see how week 6 rolls out with that. Now, going on to accessories, I think with it being an upper lower split, I think it's always good to have 2 compounds, so squat or Smith machine squat, and then RDL, and then you'll go into something like this, which is quadricep extensions. I'm doing mostly 3 sets of 16, but because I'm going out into the 12 rep range, I decided to do 3 sets of 12, and this is actually a PR for me. I'm sitting at, I think it's 160. It really fried my quads. 3 sets, man, is getting to where it's like the stimulation is really fucking insane. So I'm glad that I'm able to create such good stimulus with not only low sets but low reps. 12 sets of 3 is way easier than I would used to do. I used to do 4 or 5 sets of like fucking 10. And even with this, I may get to a point where I may cut this to maybe 2 sets. I'm not too sure yet, but right now we sit at around 3 sets of this, and it's at 130. And then even on the last set, I try to max it out just because I wanted to see how everything was looking. We ended up doing 2 sets of 16 at 130, and then we took a 5 minute rest instead of a 2, and we actually hit 160 for 16 reps, which is what you're watching right now. Sometimes the stimulation is so fucking hard in my quadriceps and my hamstrings, it's almost overstimulating. Like it's very 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 rough on me. And so sometimes I have to like take a quick breather and go from there. One honorable mention that's not in here that I should have, but I didn't really have the time was hip abduction. I didn't really get the time to do this because I had been fucking around actually with one of my friends that I met. There's a big ass white boy you saw past the screen. His name's Grant. But yeah, in terms of posing, I wanted to get some posing in for you guys, show you how the physique's looking post little sickness. I still have not weighed myself. It has been 2 weeks since I've weighed myself, but as y'all can tell, the physique is actually leaning out. I feel that I'm a very tall guy, 6'2", 260. I'm a very dense guy. I don't feel like I have those bodybuilding muscles. Like the muscles you look at and you like, God damn, he's thick. I look at this physique and I generally think this is a D1 athlete physique. I think I can easily not only build on this, but this is nowhere near like look at me and look at Sam Sulek. He has so much contractile tissue. He probably has pounds and pounds of tissue built on. So I know with me being taller, it doesn't sit as well. But yeah. This is my physique post leg day. This was my lower body split, guys. And that's really it. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later this week with my week 5 300 test program. Looking like a dice little cunt. Feeling good about myself.